We'll talk silicon in our energy report tonight. The chemical element is used to make computer chips, breast implants, and solar panels. A company called RSI Silicon out of Westboro, Massachusetts, has introduced a less expensive way to make solar-grade silicon, a method that has won the company top honors at the recent Ignite Clean Energy competition in Boston. That contest is meant to stimulate clean energy business and innovation in New England. James Dunn is Vice President of Operations and Business Development for RSI Silicon, and he joins us on New England Business Day. James, thank you for coming in.
Well, thank you very much.
Tell us about this technology that your group developed, and how is it different from what's already out there?
Okay, well, first off, silicon that's used in making individual cells, and these are actually called wafers.
Used in solar panels.
For solar panels, and this is a typical solar panel like from Evergreen that you were just showing the factory a minute ago, is used the same silicon, normally the waste that we have left over from the semiconductor industry. Except for solar cells, we don't need the same purity that you need in the electronic grade for making silicon chips. Unfortunately, the solar industry is growing so rapidly, there isn't enough waste left. And we've run into a problem because to build a plant to make silicon that normally is used is the Siemens process. Takes about 3.5 to 4 years and costs $500 million to produce 5,000 tons. We've come up with a way, and it uses metallurgical grade silicon as the feedstock. We've come up with a new way to do that we can build a plant for 1/10 the capital cost in half the time, and the finished product it costs less than 1/3 the next closest competitor. And so we're going to be able to really dramatically impact this industry because we can grow real quickly. And so far we've already got orders for everything we can make for the first 5 years because we're offering it at less than half of what the current industry price is.
So you beat out 60 other teams in this competition, and the prize was $200,000 in cash and services. How close does that get you to your ultimate goal? I would imagine that's a drop in the bucket.
Well, that's a drop in the bucket, but what it's done is it's given us visibility and recognition. I'm getting calls from all over the world. We have companies in Europe, even South Africa, in Asia, that are calling, ordering product, but more importantly, we have investors from all over the world in venture capital. I just had a call from Amsterdam. I'm flying next week out to California. We've met with 8 or 9 venture capital firms here. I'm working with the state of Massachusetts and other states that want us to come there to locate our plant. So it's created a tremendous amount of excitement.
So where you are now is you are still trying to secure the capital to get this
That's
thing
right.
going.
Yeah, we only need about $7.5 million to build a pilot line that allows us to produce 500 tons a year, and that will generate in and of itself about $35 to $50 million of revenue. Then we're going to build a 5,000 ton plant, and then we're going to build a 75,000 ton plant. And the whole world supply right now is about 53,000 tons, but we need several 100,000 tons to stay ahead. But if we don't lower the cost of silicon, and it comes in various forms, for instance, this is what shot solar needs, and these are beads of silicon. And unfortunately, they can't get this, and so they're shutting their plant down, and they've given pink slips to 225 workers.
They can't get it because the supply is
just running
out?
And right now the cost has gone up from $35 a kilogram to $350 on the spot market. And they just can't get enough silicon to be able to run their plant. Evergreen, that you saw earlier, is the most efficient use of silicon, and they want to see it in a granular form like this. And Evergreen actually is the most efficient use of silicon. So they draw their wafers in a ribbon form up out of a vat, so they don't have to go through a lot of the steps. And they have actually the most efficient. But a lot of the customers will just buy it from us in chunk form like this. And that makes it very efficient. And the nice thing about this is the product, once it goes out the door, the customer pays that day or even early. So there's no receivables, and the kind of orders that we're getting in are in the $50 to $200 million range.
So the idea is to support solar technology and energy innovation.
The opportunity that this is going to bring is that because of the new low cost of the silicon, we'll be able to lower the cost of a solar panel by more than half. This is going to dramatically expand the industry, and soon we'll reach grid parity, at which point it'll be just as cheap to make your own power on the roof as it will be to buy it from the utility. Matter of fact, there's a company that is negotiating with us right now for over 10,000 tons of silicon that wants to give away free solar panels that you put on your roof. And then you'll just buy the electricity from them. You won't have to pay for what would have been a $25,000 or $30,000 investment.
It really is a new dawn here, and it sounds like RSI Silicon is right on the forefront of it.
Well, we hope we are, and we think that this is going to have a dramatic impact. We're very concerned about the future of the energy, growth in the whole renewable energy field. Matter of fact, I have a radio show, the Energy Freedom Fighters, over in Worcester that we do every Saturday and Sunday morning from 6 to 7 on 8:30 a.m. I guess I can say that.
You can, yes.
And we'd like to have people, contact us. We love to have people that have innovative energy ideas like yourself come on our talk show, and we're doing next weekend the whole piece on what's happening with solar and the rapid growth.
James Dunn, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
We look forward to following the progress.
Okay.